Hello everyone and welcome to this video in this course of getting started with Angular. I know I have taken a long break in the videos which I was making, but I personally believe that it would be better if I share specific topics on issues which I personally face in my job life, which can help you guys in your projects, whether you're working on them in your 9 to 5 job or you're doing something on the side. So I believe I will be making videos of tips and tricks which I have learned in my day-to-day job life and throughout my career as a software engineer in general, which I personally believe which will prove helpful and immensely beneficial. So in this video, I will be going over a concept of how to fetch any value of a given query param without using Angular's activated route snapshot. It's not something which I've covered. I will be showing you guys an unconventional way of fetching any parameter from any URL. So yeah, like right now with this particular URL, I have T over here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I have T as a query parameter and the value of T is hello. So I would like to write a function which will specifically pick the value of T and even see that this parameter T exists or not and just return me the value. So first things what I'll do is I've already created a utils folder inside of my app folder, and what I'll do is I will create a utils.ts file over here, and inside of this file what I will do is I will create a function and I will call it getParam like this. And before I do anything, what I would like to do is I would like to do console.log location.search. That's the first thing I would like to do. And what I would do is I will import get param from utils and I will do console.log get param, and for now let's just not pass anything to it. What it's saying, oh okay, we have to do it over here instead of ng on init. And if I go inside of get param, right, I'm not passing it any value, but eventually we will need to pass an argument to it, and that argument will be which parameter are we trying to fetch. So yeah, I will give it an argument param, and over here it can be T. Now if I go back to my project and if I go to the console, I'll just copy this URL over here. If I search for this, okay, maybe I have to restart my project for this to work. Ignore this error over here. It says it cannot find any route, which is completely fine. We don't need it because login is not a route that exists in this project. But I do see something over here. I see question mark T is equal to hello, and I don't know if zooming in will help, but in short, what location, so what I did was instead of get param, I am doing a console.log on location.search. And what location.search is doing, it's giving me everything after login or after the main URL. So all the query parameters it's returning. So I am getting this string information over here. So what I will do next is I will declare, create a variable, a constant variable, and I'll call it search underscore search term. This is called search term. And what I will do is I will do location dot search dot replace, and I will replace the search value, which will be question mark because we don't need question mark, with an empty string. And then I will do a console.log on search term, so just to see what I get. I go back to the project, I refresh, so I can see that question mark has been removed, which is exactly what I want. And then what I need to do further is, and I don't remember this code right off the bat, I actually have it written somewhere else as well. I think for now this is good enough. Yeah, so this should be good enough. But there is just one thing which I don't know whether I should, yeah. So the thing is that right now we're dealing with one query parameter, which is tree, but what if we have multiple query parameters inside of a URL? In that case, what we will have is and k is equal to yellow, something like this. I just want to see what this gives me. If I search this, I still get my entire string back, but there is an and in between. So I should possibly do a split on this and see what I get. So what I'm doing is I'm taking that entire string and I'm going to split it on the character and, because I want all of those query parameters to be individually separated. I don't want them to be concatenated or be a part of one single string. I want them to be individually separated. So yeah, I will do a save on this and let's see what I get. Okay, so that pretty much solved my problem. Now I have these individual I have the query parameters individually. They're like individually segregated into an array. So what I'll do now is I'll possibly create a for loop. I'll do for I will declare for variable I, give it a value 0, I is less than search term because it's an array, length plus okay, so for some reason what is it saying? Okay, so yeah, what I'll do is I will do a console.log search term. Inside I'll pass the index. So instead of console, let's do an alert. Let's see what I get. I'll go here. Obviously this won't give you anything. T is equal to hello. So I am getting my query parameters separated as a part of an array, which I am looping over using a for loop. So the next step would be to look at the param and match it with the correct parameter which we're trying to fetch. So what I'll do is I'll do value underscore split is equal to like this. Value split is equal to search term I dot split, and I will split it on equal to sign and just give it constant. So let's see what we get. Alert value split, this was not needed. So I do get T comma hello, K comma yellow. Not sure if this is a part of an array or not. I think it should be a part of array. Let's see if we can possibly get the individual values like this. Yes, we can. So using indexing, we can fetch the first value of the split array of the split value and the second value as well. So my next step would be what I should do is I should compare the first value, which is value split 0, with the param passed, and if the param matches, what I need to do is I need to return value split 1. And yeah, so I think it need not return it directly. Actually, what I need to do is something like this would be better. Constant value is equal to value split, and then I could do return value. Can I do that? I possibly cannot. Does that work? I think it does, because this is using the let keyword. So when we're using let, we have defined a variable over here. If it matches, uh, return it, otherwise it will just return an empty string. So yeah, let's test this out. We go to app.com.ts, and this should hopefully and technically work. So we are getting the value over here, which is t is equal, which was hello. Let's just do something. Instead of just console.logging this value, let's just do an alert on this, because I think the console.log value is just a bit too hard to see. I do see hello, okay, and let me just pass k. Working like a charm. So what we have done in this particular exercise is that we have created a function which, if any particular parameter is passed to it, it can fetch the value of that parameter and return it if that parameter exists. Even if it exists, if it doesn't exist, we'll just return an empty string which is close to none. So yeah, we can even make this null. One thing I would like to add is that right now I'm doing this replace only on the question mark icon, but normally parameters or query params are filled with gibberish information, gibberish and malicious characters. So I would recommend that you guys look into something called regex, which can definitely help out a lot. And the other thing is, we can possibly even add something like this, a further replace, which will take care of any sort of malicious characters. To be honest, I just copied this code from somewhere. I don't have much information myself on what this does particularly, but it has something to do with regex. Like I said, I will leave it up to you guys to decide on what this particular replace does. Yeah, feel free to play around with this function. Feel free to implement it in one of your projects. It's extremely handy. It helps me out a lot whenever I declare it. I don't need to set up activated route or query parameters explicitly to fetch query parameters. This gets the job done. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. I'll try to be consistent with the videos. It's something I would like to do more often. And yeah, till I see you guys in the next video, this is Mohit Lodi signing off. Thank you.